What's up guys? Today I'm going to be giving my headlights a much needed overhaul and upgrading several different things within them on my 2016 WRX here beside me. In this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to install the Morimoto Demon Eyes. This is the Demon Eyes themselves. We've got the Bluetooth controller here and then the wiring harness and driver here. To get started guys, we need to remove our bumper. So as usual, 10mm bolts on the top and then some clips on the bottom as well as one on each wheel well. So go and get that off. And as always guys, don't forget to remove your negative battery connection here just to be safe. Alright guys, so to install the Morimoto Demon Eyes, what we need to do is undo a screw up at the very top here. Set that aside. And then there's a screw at the very bottom as well. Set that aside. Then what you need to do is, with clean hands, you'll want to undo this little clip right here. It's above the end of this. Just pull up on it and it will come undone. Alright, here it click. Then you'll notice this entire chrome trim will come off just like this. Now it is connected to some wiring, so you can just set it down here for now. And I'll show you guys the area that we're going to be putting the Demon Eye in is actually right here above the OEM limited projector. So we take this, and I've already installed the bracket like I mentioned. Here you can see it. And it's gonna actually just sit right in there. So the way you just have to kind of carefully put this into place. There we go. So you can see this little hole right here lines up with the bracket just above the projector. And we'll lift this back up into place. You can see it's still lined up there. Put this little clip back down, just like that. Carefully reinstall the screws. You just have that wire running down the back. Make sure the Demon Eye is straight. You can kind of, should we move it a little bit? And then I'm just gonna run this wire out the back. So you can kind of see that the Demon Eye is sitting right down here. Now once you've finished installing everything that you've wanted to install on your headlights, it's time to put them back together. Now it's highly recommended to use new sealant to seal up your headlights. Don't reuse the old stuff, it might not do a good job. So get the Morimoto retro rubber resealing glue. It comes in this nice package and you can pick this up right from ProLights. So if you do place an order, you can get everything all at once right from their website. They have this. Alright guys, so to complete the installation of the Morimoto XBT Demon Eyes, all we need to do is finish up plugging in the controller, which I've got here. And then each of the LED drivers, one for each side of the car, passenger and driver side. And as you saw previously, we wired up the demon eyes into each projector, and the connector is just sitting right now out of the dust boot behind each headlight. So we're just gonna go and finish up with the wiring, plug everything together, and it should be good to go. Alright guys, so I've got the connection coming out of the headlight here for the demon eye. You can kind of see it there. And then I've got the demon eye Morimoto driver. Now it's very, very, very important that you line this driver up and install it in the correct orientation. Otherwise, it's gonna fail and it's gonna break and you won't be able to use your demon eyes. So the output, this end that just has one wire straight coming out of it, goes into the connection for the demon eye coming from your headlights. So plug that in down here. All right, and then this side is of course not the side that goes into the headlight. There's two wires. This is the wire that goes to the controller, and then this little wire here with the blue connector on the end is very important. If you have HIDs in your projectors, you need to connect this to the power to the HID. What this does is it's a safety that disables the demon eyes from even being able to turn on if the HID is on. That way you don't get too much heat, because the demon eyes combined with HIDs could potentially be a little bit too warm. Because I just have LEDs, they're pretty cool, they're not going to be warming up, and I don't plan on running my demon eyes while my headlights are on. I'm just going to be parked usually at car meets. I'm not going to be worrying about this, so I'm just going to connect this end here into the controller. But for now, I'm going to set this aside and do the other side. Now for this one, I'm going to run the wires a bit further, so I'm going to undo the entire loom of wiring so that we can actually run it across the entire car here. I'm making sure it's the output end. It says it on it actually, output to the LED. Connect that. And then we just have to route the wiring. Now I've actually undone these little pop clips here and here on this piece of trim, this like kind of fabric stuff that allows me to move it aside, and that's where I plan on hiding the Morimoto controller. Just with some double-sided adhesive here on the back of the controller. Zip tie all the excessive wires so you don't have it everywhere. Next, we're gonna just connect the demon eyes here to the controller harnesses. One here and the other here. And then let's finish up with tidying these wires up a bit. Put this piece back on. I think it looks really good, nice and neat. Now to finish up, we just have to connect the controller to the battery to power the demon eyes. So the red wire goes to the positive and the white wire goes to the negative. Alright guys, now that we've finished putting everything back together, getting the headlights back in, wiring everything back up and connecting everything, we're ready to put the headlight trim pieces back on, and then finally the bumper. So everything back together. So the Morimoto demon eyes are actually Bluetooth controlled, so you just need to get an app on your phone, iPhone or Android. Go to the App Store, search up the Morimoto app. It's called Morimoto XBT, and then go ahead and open up the app, and the first thing you'll be presented with upon first time opening it is this option to pair the controller. So just go ahead and click that, and it actually tells you to bring the phone close to the Morimoto controller, which, as you know, I've installed here just underneath this trim. Hold it here, and now it says your phone has been successfully paired with the Morimoto XBT controller. So we can continue. It says party time. And then here's the interface we are presented with, which gives us an array of options: solid color, fade, strobe, and then there's a bunch of different like favorite color options here that you can go through, different options, and then the power on or off. So if you're not using it, make sure you turn it off with the app. Alright guys, so as you can see, the demon eyes are lit up right now. It's a little bit tricky to see in daylight like this, but later in the evenings when you're out at car shows and car meetups, can turn them on and they look really nice. They're actually really bright. So the installation of the Morimoto Demonize on the 2016 Limited WRX is fairly straightforward. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, if you're going to be doing some installs on your headlights, it's a good idea to do everything all at once. That way you only have to take apart your headlights one time. If you guys are interested in picking up the Morimoto Demonize or any of the other components I've installed on my headlights, you can head on over to ProLights at www.prolights.com. I'll have a link down below in the description for the exact Demonize setup that I've currently got. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll do my best to answer it. As always guys, thank you so much for watching.